What's up, everybody? I am back with another news to go on. Um, this one actually has five main topics plus two bonus topics. So we are going to bookend this motherfucker with bonus topics. How about that? Alright, and first and foremost, because I want to pay respect, we're gonna hit bonus topic. What I had listed here is number 2, and that would be the Egypt Air plane crash in the Mediterranean. They haven't, as far as I can tell, figured anything about what caused it. They did find wreckage, so that's great that they found the wreckage, so they can try to get to the bottom of what the hell happened here. But they do not know yet, and anything that I could speculate on would just be that speculation. I don't want to do that to disrespect the lives lost. So I'm just going to say real quick that rest in peace to everybody on that flight. You know, it's a tragedy anytime something like that happens. But you take a chance, when you fly. You take a chance anytime, really. You take a chance when you're in a car, you fly, you're on a train, wherever. But, that doesn't make it any less sad, any less tragic. So, rest in peace to the victims of that tragic plane crash. And, love and peace and support and hope and prayers to all of their families, because this has got to be a very, very difficult time for them. So rest in peace and prayers, hope, and love to your families. Alright, that's bonus topic number 2, but we started with number 1. Alright, first of all, alright, next topic here. First of all, what the hell? I just did first of all. Alright, I want to talk to you all about something that I actually saw in a Twitter rant by a wrestler, and that would be equality of pay in the workplace. And to be clear, alright, this is a wrestling topic, but it does have far-reaching effects into everyday life, because shit happens everywhere. So Ryback wasn't happy with what he was being paid or how he was being used. So he talked to Vince McMahon and basically said, I want a raise, I want more money, because I'm not being paid like a top star, and I'm not a top star, I'm not being paid like, everybody else. And it ultimately ended up in Vince telling Ryback go home when his contract expires this summer. I don't expect him to be back, but the premise of this got me to thinking. While I agree that people should be paid equally in the workplace, men and women should be paid equally, there's no equality there. I agree with that, I know that, and it's something that I am for beyond anything else. That's number 1. Number 2, he's bitching about his pay. And while I understand, everybody that does what wrestlers do is putting their life on the line, and it's dangerous and all that, I get all that. spreads anybody all that. But let's be real here. Rybak's not a top star. He's not going to draw you the money that the guys like John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, even Roman Reigns to a point, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, all those guys did, and are. He will never be a top star. Upper mid card, maybe. Definitely won't be lower card. He would always be like the guy, I think, or how he should have been worked is the guy that works the middle of the card, does what he does, and will occasionally fart out a good match because he'll be in there with somebody that can carry him. Basically, what I'm saying to you is, if you're not a top star and you're not a top performer, and that goes for any job, if you're not a top performer at your job, you're not going to be paid like a top performer. If you want to be paid like a top performer, do the things that you have to do to make yourself a top performer. Okay? I realize that most jobs make that really hard because there's politics in every job. But if you put in the work, they can't deny you whatever they do. So put in the work, become a top performer, get paid like one. Until you are a top performer, you should not and will not be paid by one at most jobs. That's just how it is, that's how it's always been, and that's how it's always gonna fucking be. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna take that off so I don't go back and think I didn't already talk about it. Alright, next topic. I'll save that one. Okay. So, I saw this story the other day. There is a kid who had committed to Ohio State to play football. I don't know what the particulars were, position and all that other stuff. But no sooner did he commit to play football there, he got to campus, was doing something in like a practice or some crazy shit like that, and went to the coach, and Urban Meyer said, "Who are you?" No, because the kid was offended that Urban Meyer didn't know what the fuck he was. He decommitted from Ohio State, and now he will not go there. Kid, let me check you, okay? Do you have any idea how many kids these top college coaches and pretty much every college anywhere see in a year to try to recruit to get to their school? You should be thankful you were even fucking there. Of the probably thousands of kids that they see during the recruitment process, most coaches are probably only going to remember 2 or 3 tops, if that. So, if a coach doesn't know who you are, don't get pissy about it and decommit and leave the school because you feel disrespected. You want the coach to know who you are and remember who you are. Bust your ass in practice. Bust your ass in conditioning. Bust your ass in games. They'll figure out who you are. he won't know who you are. You don't have to pitch a hissy fit and leave just because he sees thousands of kids probably and doesn't remember one. You probably ain't the only one he don't remember. You're just the only one that he don't remember that decided to bitch about it. Man, I don't know who you are, but you got a lot to learn about life, my brother. That's crazy. Alright, next. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Okay. This is more of a just saying than a topic, but it bears to be said. And I actually have to remember how I worded this. Okay, yeah. I have blood that ain't family, and I have family that ain't blood. Just saying. Alrighty. Got that out the way. Okay. Now, a few weeks back, there were a few releases in WWE, and it came to be known as Black Friday. Released on that Friday were Alex Riley, Hornswoggle, Del Torito, Santino Marella, Cameron Barrett, Damien Sandow, and Zeb Coulter. Now, since then, WWE has also released some longtime employee, Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi, who had been with the company for like 30 years, all told, between wrestling and his backstage work. I wasn't really surprised by most of these because they were all either not being used or retired anyway. They also released Christian, but dude hadn't wrestled a match since like 2014, so he was retired. That was just semantics, or not semantics, but formality. That's why I didn't count this here. I didn't count that here. So it really didn't bother me too much that most of the 11 of the 12 were released. The only thing about these releases that bugged me was Sandow, because, dude, really? He is the guy that you could give the shittiest stuff to, and he always made it work. He was a Mrs. Devil, for Christ's sake. He made it work, and got himself over Ryder style. But because he got himself over, he got released because WWE didn't get him over. They didn't care to get him over. He got himself over. He did Macho Mandow with Axel, which was great because it just was. And then the whole Hulk Hogan racist sex tape scandal put the kibosh on that. I thought he could have been, really good if they put him in the right spot. A couple of months ago, I saw him in a pre-show match. I think it was WrestleMania, but I'm not sure. It was a four-way tag match, I think, where they put him and Darren Young together. Since Titus is doing, his own thing now, I thought, hey man, that could work. Put him and Sandow together, let them be, let them do what they do. Put, even if you wanted to put Bob Backlund with them, as they're trying to do with Darren Young now, dude, it could work. They'd make it work. So I was really surprised to see that, and that was probably the most disappointing of the releases, was Damien Sandow, but he will land on his feet, like he always does, and can't wait to see what he has next. Alright. Last of the main topics for this, or at least for this particular news anyway. Starting in July, there are going to be some major schedule changes at the job. They are no longer going to be open until 2 a.m. They're going to shut down operations at midnight, which is cool by me because it's 2 less hours. They started doing shift bids and stuff where everybody numbers what shifts they want from 1 to 107, and that closed on it closed yesterday, which was the 20th, and so now we don't find out what everybody gets until June 20th. So I got a month to wait to find out what new schedule I got. And I was talking to Josh the other day during my touch base meeting, and he told me, because I had said something, I said, dude, 6-hour shifts that they're offering us just won't work for me, because I can barely do 4 hours, and they're wanting us to now do 6. I will kill myself to, fucking, the money will be nice, but I'll kill myself. And so he said, there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, these shifts don't work. They just don't work. So I wasn't the only one, but we have to do we have to do the shift bids anyway, as they're structured. I was told that on the 20th, when everybody gets their schedules, talk to schedule and tell them what you need and see if they can adjust it. He said they're probably going to have to do some things for some people anyway to adjust those, so you might be able to get that adjusted. Because if I have to, I can do 5 hours, but that is actually at the limit of what my body will allow me to do. 4 hours would be ideal, but I can hold my breath for 4 hours. I'm going to ask them if I can do 4. But if they say no, I'll say, okay, I'll do 5, but that's the absolute max I can do, just body-wise. Because I'll break down, I'll be fucking nothing. And so I guess that's the next step in this process, but I gotta wait until fucking June 20th to talk to her about it until the schedules come out. So, Lord have mercy, because if they don't let me do anything, I'm going to fucking die, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Guess I'll try to find something somewhere, find a way, but who knows? Guess we'll find out. Stay tuned. Alright, and that concludes the last of the scheduled main topics. This next one I actually have props for. Wow. Yeah, I have props for this one. Now, okay, I ordered the forest from Amazon. Okay, and if you notice, I don't know if you can see that good, but it says Blu-ray plus digital HD on the slipcover there. See that? Then, if you go into the actual case itself, right there in the case, Blu-ray plus digital HD. There are a couple of problems here. I'm gonna start with the slipcover. Slide this back in here because I don't want to fuck it up. I don't know if y'all can see the little papery, sticky thing going on the back of that slipcover there. But let me tell you what that's all about. When I opened the box, and pulled it out, I pushed down on the Blu-ray in the slipcover to try to get it out to open it. And it just wouldn't fucking come out. So I'm like, what the fuck? Am I gonna have to tear this slipcover up and get this shit out? Because I really don't want to do that, but if I had to, I would have. So I turn it like on the back. I turn it around, trying to see if, and there's that little hole there, right? There's that little hole where you can see what my finger is. So I figure, okay, I can just push up from there or push down from there, and maybe that'll help. No, there was a sticker. That's right, a sticker. Right there. It went from here all the way to fucking here. Okay? I had to literally peel that sumbitch off there to be able to get the fucking thing out. And it wasn't an Amazon deal. They didn't do that. This was made that way. The manufacturer put the sticker on that way. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know if it was a lot number. It was just a bunch of random numbers to me. I don't know what it was. So, like, now my slipcover's messed up. Okay? I could deal with that. one thing that I'm not able to deal with, and I'm going to show you, and it goes back to what I said earlier. Notice right here, Blu-ray plus digital HD. Take the slipcover, push the movie down, out comes the case. Notice again, right here, Blu-ray plus digital HD. See? Open the box. There's supposed to be a little card in this little section of the behind the cover. Behind the cover, there's supposed to be a little card there. It gives you your HD code and instructions on how to use it. As you can see, no HD code. This ain't making me happy, because I had that HD code promised to someone. Like, I'm sorry I tried, but some bitch didn't come with the HD code that it advertised. Now, I sent an email to the uphe.com address that it lists here. So I'll see what they say sometime this week. But as of right now, I don't have a digital code for this. I tried to get one from Chad, but he had already sold it. So, because he already sold it, I don't have it. But it's fine. I understand. It happens. But this is just a clusterfuck of epic proportions in manufacturing between this fucked up slipcover and no HD code as advertised here and here. Guys, I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing collecting and shit like that. I've never had a movie advertised to come with an HD code that didn't come with the HD code it was advertised. I've had movies come with HD codes that were past date. You expect that with some movies, but I've never had something advertised in HD code and not have it. I've never had a slipcover fucked up this bad. Now, my Snow White slipcover's fucked up, but it's not fucked up this bad. It is at least usable, or I mean, is at least passable. You know, there's no stickers or anything on it, but it's at least passable. This is just madness. So, whoever manufactured this disc, this slipcover, and didn't put the advertised code in there, fuck you. Crazy. And with that said, it's getting close to 30 minutes, so I'm going to end this. Tell you all of you, thanks for watching. I'll be back later with a little bit more, and peace.